Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Live with Body Pal. I got my friends Adam and Sarah back with me tonight. We're going to talk about WhatNot. What's going on, guys? How are you?
Good. How are you?
Excellent. How are you, Sarah?
Good.
Good. What'd you have for
What'd you say?
dinner, if you don't mind me asking?
I had Little Caesars pizza,
Oh, yeah?
and
So
I
you want to
brought
go
some for
visit your
Adam.
mama? I love hearing
Yeah.
that you go visit your mama on a weekly basis and have dinner
Yes,
with her. That's
every
awesome.
Wednesday.
Awesome. That's awesome. But
And she
Little
doesn't
Caesars,
cook.
though.
Yeah, she doesn't cook, and neither do I. So
Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
it's genetic.
Accurate. I also had Little Caesars, but I had reheated Little Caesars.
I think it was it had to have been a conversation with you guys because it's food related.
Right.
But somebody told me I needed to try Little Caesars again, and I did this weekend, and I'm still not sold on it, guys. So not gonna do it. The $5 hot and ready is not for me. But other than the Little Caesars, how have sales been going lately? Have you been just so busy you can't keep up with it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah?
lately. Yeah,
Yeah.
we were for like a week. We thought like we might just not make it, but after that, it all picked up and it was okay.
There's correction on that. Sarah thought we might not make it.
Yeah.
Sarah,
That's a good.
I was ready to go start door dashing. If we have one bad day, I'm like, I'm going to DoorDash. I'm going to DoorDash.
true.
You're quick to pull. You're just quick to jump ship, ain't you?
Well, Sarah hasn't been self-employed, but more than a year now.
Yeah.
We're going to be a year soon, actually. And
Yeah.
so, like, we've had the side business, but she was always a full-time employee, and then I was, I've been self-employed for 10 plus years, so I know there's peaks and valleys, and you just gotta ride out the valley, and the peak will come. As long as you're not terrible at what you're doing. So.
I think that's a really good point. And I know it's not the original topic of the conversation tonight, which is WhatNot. We had such a good conversation last time, guys. I don't even think we got through the whole conversation. So I invited these two back so that we can finish this conversation because to me, WhatNot is very, very interesting. We got maybe halfway through, right? So
Yeah.
we're going to finish it up. First off, we got Dixon's Pixon in the house. What's up, Marcus?
What's up,
Thanks for joining us,
Marcus?
man. And Drew Strickland, the most popular non-reseller in the reseller community.
That's right.
What the heck? Where am I? How did y'all get in my house?
That's right. He's like, what channel is this?
I love it. Thanks, Drew. I'm glad that we showed up on your suggested YouTube so that you could click on us and watch.
I actually got the reminders on time. Like as soon as
Really?
we went live, I got
Mine's
the
always
reminder.
4 or 5 minutes late. Mine's always late.
Mine's has been up to a day late.
What?
Yeah. So
That's crazy.
Dark County Picker does his lunchtime chats every Tuesday and Thursday or whatever, and I he's on my reminders list and stuff, and so like I'll get his reminder the next day. Like I sent him a screenshot the one day. I'm like, I just got your reminder on a Wednesday.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, how is that of any help at all?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Especially if it's alive, right?
Right.
Oh,
Right.
it's nuts. Hoogs have jumped in here. How are you guys? Thanks for joining us. And there's Ken. What's up? It's Mr. Bill. Evening, everyone.
Oh no.
Appreciate you, Ken. Ken's always here. All right, guys. I want to ask you guys a question. Last time we talked about WhatNot, it was mostly about preparation for WhatNot. It was mostly about how do you get your sourcing done for WhatNot and how do you actually run your show. Really great information, to be honest with you. It's got me very excited to start trying to figure out at least one category that I could start piling stuff up for, right? And then I filled out the application, and then I realized that in the application it asked me, what are you going to sell? And I was like, I got to stop for a second because I don't know what the answer is yet. But I want to talk to you guys tonight about WhatNot and the after the sell. Like, right? So the aftermath, what goes into the whole play out of what just happened for 2 hours of all this t-shirt sales and whatnot.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go in and out of this conversation because whenever I get in a conversation with you guys, we get several tangents here and there because it's a great conversation. But let's start with this. You just finished the WhatNot sale, you ended the show. What do? Do you do anything immediately, or do you like take a breath and slow down for a minute? What do you do?
Well, Adam leaves. I kick him out.
I take a breath.
I'm like, get away from me. I'm like, I'm gonna
I've had
pack
enough time with
everything
you.
up.
Move.
That's right. Yeah, it's all accurate.
Yeah. So we do it all from our dining room table,
Where she's
Mhm.
sitting,
and
actually.
where I'm sitting right now, we do it all from here. Only it's flipped around.
Okay.
So we have a hanger for the shirts, and we hang them all up, and I have them all stacked. Like I fold them in half and I stack them all up. So I can see what I have as we pull them, because people are sometimes requesting things and stuff like that. So
Right.
and as they sell, I was using post-it notes and sticking them to the shirts, but they were falling off, and it was a real pain in the butt. And they would like I try to put them in the shirt. Sometimes they would fall out. I'd still have to look at everything,
That didn't
and I
work.
just don't want to have to do that. So now I just use mailing labels, and these stick on the shirts.
Okay.
So Adam is running it all from his iPad, and I'm actually watching it from my phone so I can see who's winning.
Yeah.
And I'm writing it on the label. I'm sticking it on the shirt, and then I'm throwing it into like a clothes basket.
Okay.
So by the time that it's all done, some people win multiple things, some people only win one. So then I just fold all the shirts and make the stacks of who won what. And then I box it all up and leave the boxes open, and I either write on the box or the bag who won it, move it into our eBay room or shipping room, and then Adam
That
ships
room?
it the next morning. Yeah.
I'm glad. See, so I'm very glad that you mentioned that's taking place during your sale, because to me, there had to be some sort of organization during this
Yeah.
scenario.
You don't need to, though. I mean,
Yeah, you don't need to.
It's a bad idea not to, but you
Right.
don't need to, because when you go to
Yes.
WhatNot's platform, and I don't think I can show it to you because I think there'll be some usernames on there, and I don't know that I want. But anyways,
Understood.
so it actually combines all the orders. So if Adam Baldy Pal bought 4 shirts, it says
Yeah.
Baldy Pal picking, and then it lists everything underneath it that you bought. Well, it lists what our description was. So like
Yes.
some people on WhatNot do T-shirt 1, T-shirt 2, T-shirt 3, T-shirt 4.
That I've
and then you
noticed.
go-
I'm like, how the heck do you keep up with that? Like,
you would have to write it all down, and then when they win, you'd have to write T-shirt 4 is Mustang T-shirt
Right.
or whatever, and then you could do it. But it's
Yes.
just, this works for us because we have limited space for one,
Right.
and then for two, it's just easier when I get in here to have all this stuff here, and then
Okay.
just put it all
So,
together.
got to be categorized, or you got to be organized, I should say.
Somewhat. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you're not organized, then WhatNot tries to help you out by basically supplying you. Is that list printable, or is
Yes.
it just on the screen? Or is it in some way, shape, or form a way that you could take it out of the computer and work with it so that you can walk
I'm
around
sure.
and grab items? Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure. I've
Okay.
never done that, like, just because it just seems like an extra step. And now that I have like these labels that don't fall off the shirt, like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
sometimes like they will, like sometimes like they do fall off, but very rarely. And if they do, I'll just go in the computer and see who won what. But
Okay.
like some people don't put a description of their shirt, like Adam was saying, they just put like T-shirt number 1, and then
You just got to remember what
yeah,
was T-shirt number 1.
right.
That's
Or
when you're
what
hoping you had a list to begin with, right?
Right. Or
Right.
what I see some people do is write T-shirt number 1 on a bag, put the T-shirt in the bag, and then close the bag up.
Yeah.
So then when they get to the end of the auction, they look and they say, oh, Sarah won T-shirt 1, 7, 9, and 12. It grabs those bags, throw it in a box, and then ship it.
Okay.
But
Let's.
like you're putting a shirt in a bag as you're doing the auction, so that's kind of slowing it down a bit,
I was gonna
especially if
say,
you're
that's-
one
That's
person.
got to be dead air, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of dead hair. You can tell the people that are on YouTube on WhatNot, and the people
Yes.
that aren't on YouTube that are on WhatNot, because people on YouTube don't want the dead air. And then there's the people that just do like Instagram lives and stuff like that, and they don't care. Like they'll just let the music
Right.
play, and they'll say things every now and again, and
Yeah.
that's about it. So
I'd have to imagine those who have a YouTube background who are used to the non-dead air are probably the more entertaining ones, right?
hopeful, yes. Yes,
Yeah.
normally.
Let's say hello to a few people who've popped in so far. Drew says Rachel is cooking dinner, but she says hi. Well, hello, Rachel. How
Hi,
are you?
Rachel.
AM Pickers, that's Mike here in Columbus as well. Hey, evening, y'all. Good to see you back, Adam. Thanks. It did take a few weeks hiatus there. I'm
Oh.
glad to be back.
I always forget.
Actually,
there's two Adams.
He's not talking. He's not talking about me.
Yeah. Okay, so how many Adams are in the reselling community? And that's got to be so mixed up when you get the comments in the same chat.
Yeah,
Ed, reselling writer. Hey, Adam, Sarah, and Adam. See, there you go. You got both of us.
Nice work.
The Hoog says, Drew, you're currently selling for $33.50.
Wow.
He's not pimping him out or something, is he?
Did you? You didn't see that? It's a drawing of Drew. Yeah.
Oh,
that they have up for sale. It's awesome too.
I think I did see that. It was. I saw an Instagram post on it though. I didn't have. A chance to watch
I may swoop in at the last minute and steal that thing and then replace the laser disc back here with Drew Strickland. It may happen because I feel like this was a gift from Rachel. Here, the on air.
The on air.
So I feel like if we've got the gift from Rachel and then a portrait of her husband above it, that would be pretty hilarious.
Be careful, y'all might get called stalkers or something.
That's right.
Drew says, "I know. I keep getting outbid." Oh, he's trying to buy his own.
He's trying to buy it back. Yeah. Well, then I'm not going to win.
Yeah. Ed, reselling writer, have the live on my Chromebook, taking pictures of shoes in the garage. Excellent. That's work and listen type of thing. You know what I did earlier today? I was listening when I got home from work, and I got a big, huge lot of DVDs from this estate that I got a private pick from. So I was doing like, groups of DVDs, right? Different likes rather than just one at a time. And the first group sold like within an hour. And I was like, all right, this is going to work, right?
Yeah,
and then 30 seconds later, I got a cancellation request.
Oh.
They do sell. It's weird because we got a whole bunch of them too. And we sold through them really fast. And I'm like, who's watching DVD still? But okay.
Yeah, people do.
People are still buying VHS players from me all the time, man.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Derek and Jasmine. Sorry, I almost forgot that. ATL Flippers. What's up, everyone?
What's happening?
Oh, right. Drew, what's up, DJ? Ed, just saying. Nope, dead air. Feel weird. Yep. Yeah, I feel so cheap. Yeah, it'll go for at least $50, dude. That's not cheap.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
That's not cheap at all. Okay, so
getting there.
Yeah, it's gonna get up there. We're gonna make sure it gets up there, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you've got your shirts organized. You do T-shirts. Other people do action figures. Other people do video games. I mean, you never know what the category is going to be. But your T-shirts, you use those labels, which is a great idea, by the way. Good job, Sarah. I'll give you credit for that because I know that wasn't Adam's idea.
Actually, it wasn't our idea either.
No, I saw someone else doing it.
A very large YouTuber did it. Yeah, his wife did it. Harry Tornadoes, with his first auction, we were like, we should use address labels too.
And I saw one other person do it also.
Good for you. Give credit where credit is due. All right. And then what's next after that? Pack the orders? What? Sleep? Do it the next day?
We used to do them that night.
I'm mostly curious about the labels, personally.
Yeah, so the labels are kind of interesting. You know what? I probably should have done this beforehand, but let me print one, and then you can
we don't want to see any... Yeah, we don't...
Oh, no, I'll get rid of somebody's address.
I pack it the night before, and I just write, like, on the flap of the box, like, I'll write, like, whoever wins it, like, Baldy Pal, like whatever the username is, and then it'll be in there because there's a packing slip that prints out too. And
that's what I wanted to show
ahead of time. But
what is the postage?
So
meaning like priority, first class. What?
That's a
USPS.
It's USPS only.
It's always US. Okay.
Yeah. So
I know they charge you $5 and then $1 per each individual, after that, right?
Right.
So I have to assume for $5, that's going to be first class, and then it eventually gets to priority.
Right.
I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
Your microphone's disconnected or off?
No.
Nope.
Still not working. No.
Maybe.
What about?
Oh.
Yep. There we go.
Yay.
My bad.
That's okay.
I was like trying to read your lips. I was like, what's he saying?
You were answering the questions, and I thought my mic was on. Anyway, we were talking about priority shipping, right? So is it all priority, or does it drive it to first class? Tell me that.
It does do first class and priority. It'll go. It'll go. Yeah, anything under £1. Actually, a pound and 15 ounces and under will do first class, and a pound and over will do priority. So just like you're used to.
So it's smart enough. And does it get it right every time?
Yeah.
Or do you tell it what each
Well,
item weighs?
you tell it.
Yeah.
It takes a pretty educated guess, and it's normally high. So like,
yeah.
So you get to type that in. It's not guessing based on the
it
item.
Well, it is kind of. So like whenever you enter an item into WhatNot, you put in like your description, however many you have. So like I put Batman t-shirt, quantity 1, and the category, and then it'll say choose your shipping weight, and it'll say like like 1 to 5 ounces trading card, 5 ounces to 8 ounces Funko Pop, like 8 ounces to 11 ounces t-shirt, like 12 ounces to 15 ounces sweatshirt. Like it gives you like a hint.
Yeah.
I got you. Super fast tortoise. Hello, Body, and hello, Adam, and hello, Sarah. Well, hello, super fast tortoise. I've seen y'all on their lives. I appreciate you coming on over here to mine. Oh, check this out, Sarah. You look gorgeous tonight. Oh, I took Drew's phone. This is totally Rachel.
Thank goodness. That would be a little weird.
I don't know. You think that's Drew? Just
I think it's really
Drew.
Up?
Yeah. I think it's really Drew.
Thank you. I have new eyeliner on today, so I had lipstick on earlier, but it wore off when I ate pizza. So.
Excellent.
The joys of being a guy. Don't have to worry about stuff like that.
My lipstick I never had that.
No,
lipstick problem.
I can't stand it. But whenever I put chapstick
you get it right
on,
there. I gotta wipe it off before I get home.
There you go. Yeah.
Maybe I should on that page. If you're watching, that's not true.
And this ring light, I feel like it does wonders for me. I don't look this good in real life.
Yeah, the complexion is just coming out.
That's right. Bursting.
Great camera. Excellent. All right. I want to ask Connor of the Hoogs, post a link to your drawing, because I want to save that and watch that. And I'm going to go over here and make you a moderator so that the drawing will actually so that the link will actually appear as a link. All right, there we go. So when you post it now, it should be a link. Everybody can go in and watch it or bid on it or whatever that is. So that's going to be good. We're going to get up to $50. And I want to know how much time is left on it too. I wonder if it's about to sell right now. I don't know. Anyway, back to WhatNot. So you've got, does it print them out? Okay, personally, I don't print out all the labels at once and do a scan sheet when I do eBay. I do one label at a time. Do you have options like that on WhatNot? Or
yes.
So you can do one at a time versus everything at once, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
But so they're printing everything at once would be, and I'll show you this because I blacked out all the personal information. This is what it looks like. So there's a packing slip at the top, and then there's the mailing label at the bottom. And so this person only bought 2 things. So you can imagine this is going to get a lot bigger, and a lot more labels are going to come out if somebody bought 5 or 10 things.
Right.
So what ends up happening is if you bulk printed all that,
hey, kitty.
it would be a very long thing.
Yeah.
And it would be kind of annoying, I think, to have all that just piled on the floor. So I never bulk print them. I do bulk print eBay, but I don't bulk print WhatNot.
With that packing list printing with it, though, it'd make it a lot easier that if it did bulk print, it would have a separation for you, make it a lot easier.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. Hoog says it's got 3 hours and 40 minutes left, so y'all go out there and bid.
Wow.
Here, let's take a look. Let's see it. I want to see this thing.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's really good.
Here we go. Share screen. Look at this. Okay, that was not on his head drawing that. That could not possibly.
No.
He drew that ahead of time, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah,
right?
absolutely.
It's really good.
It's so
Pretty
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's put in a bid. How much? I'm gonna drive it up to 35 right now.
There you go.
Place bid.
No,
you're
not.
I'm in my other account, so I'll have to pull that up a different way. Okay, we'll get that driven up for sure, though.
Yeah.
All right. What's the payout like? I'm very curious about the payout. Why are you laughing? Come on.
Because this is where some confusion comes in. Because it's so when we first started, I sent them an email because they're not clear about it.
Okay.
So like what happens is like they'll take the fees and everything out, and then they'll send you your remaining balance. What they don't do is they don't send you something that says that's a breakdown. You know, this is how much it sold for, this is how much we took, this is how much shipping was, and this is how much the end result was. There's nothing like that. And I even sent them an email and I'm like, hey, is there something I can download so I can see, what you guys are taking and what you're not? And they're like, no, we don't have that right now. And I'm like, that's kind of not good. But I mean, from my kind of just own personal calculations, it seems correct. It's just, I would like to see it on paper, and that's, or, at least something that I can download so I can see this is how much they took for shipping. This is how much they took for this, because that's one thing they don't show you when you go to ship it. Like eBay, when you go to ship something, it shows you exactly what you're paying for shipping.
Yeah.
I have not a clue what I'm paying for shipping.
Have they talked about improving that?
Yes. When I sent the email, they did. They had said, yeah, we're working on that. And I'm like, this should have been priority number 4 as far as I'm concerned, because people like me want to.
Here we go. I got it on my real eBay account now. Let's bid this bad boy up there. There you go. Now you're 35.
Oh, you're outbid.
Oh, already outbid. Wow.
Somebody's got a hundo on it already.
Drew's probably got it going up. Okay. Yeah,
that's right.
Let's go to 38. Whoa, I'm just driving the price up for you, buddy. All right. You may be worth 40, but I'm not going to just drive it up right now. We got 3 hours left. We're going to snipe it at 40 later.
There you go.
That's nuts, man.
So, it's almost like a little satisfying, not like with that, but with other things, whenever you drive the price up and you don't win, and I'm like, ha.
So you thought you were going to get it for 38. No, I made it 39.
So
I like it when people do it on my bids too. So.
Same, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they're not really clear about it. And Old School Flip says, well, they collect the shipping and we never see it. Yeah. So that's fine. But like, what if there's what if we charged them $18 for shipping and it's only $6? Then they pocket the money, or do we get the money? Like, how does this work?
I don't think we get it.
We don't, but it's just one of those things where I'm like, all right, well, there should be something broken down. It should at least your fees. I know they're there, but it should just be something.
We're talking about WhatNot, Old School. But I mean, that's similar. I mean, technically, if you do shipping on Mercari or shipping on Facebook, they do the same thing.
They do,
right?
Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm. But there's no overage or under. If you do 10 pounds and they pay for the 10-pound rate, but it's really only 8 pounds, there's no difference you're going to see at the back.
Right.
So.
But on the flip side, if I sell something that's 10 pounds and I say it's 10 pounds and it's 11, I get charged for it.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know if WhatNot does that or not, because I've never seen a breakdown, and I know there's been a couple of them that I've messed up. Because when you go into the shipping thing, the default setting whenever you're talking weight on WhatNot is ounces for some reason. I don't know why, but whenever it's like 4 pounds or whatever, I can't do the conversion in my head, but it says like 56 ounces, and you're like, okay.
I've never been able to do that.
Right. But you can change it to pounds. But what I've done is I've made it 3 and then forgot to change it to pounds and then went to print it out and a first class label came out. And I'm like, oh.
Because you wrote 3 ounces.
3 ounces.
So what do you do if that happens?
Well, you can right there, you can recreate the label and change it to 3 pounds and it'll print a priority label immediately. But do I have to pay for the first class label that I just printed on top of the, I don't know, but there's no way of knowing that because you don't get a breakdown.
Is there a voiding of a label option?
No.
Somebody asked me that on Facebook Marketplace, and the only way I know how to do that is to cancel the sale, relist it properly, because maybe I made a mistake on the shipping label, and then and then hopefully the buyer will agree to buy it again with the proper shipping option. But if there's no voiding option on WhatNot, then and it's USPS, they charge you immediately when you print the label. Right. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how it's doing it. Like old school saying there, I don't really care. Let them deal with it. Yeah, I mean, they've been. That's the only saving grace is that it's we're getting consistently paid from them. It seems like it's correct. It doesn't seem like we're getting dinged for shipping. It doesn't seem like we're getting overages or anything like that. So at this point, and there's been a couple people that told me that they're just eating the overages at this point. Just to kind of keep the ball rolling with the business, but. I mean, that's fine. It's just a little confusing. That's all.
Talking about the payouts, I don't think I recall asking before what the percentage or the fees are.
11%.
I think it's 11% and then a 3% credit card transaction fee.
11% plus 30. What'd you say?
3%.
3%.
It's like 2.8% credit card fee or something.
Okay,
like
we're talking about 13% again, like Mercari, like eBay. Okay.
Yeah.
Superfast Tortoise. Oh, Adam, why don't you talk about how, when you get a bulk order from a single buyer, how do you change the shipping label from multiple items shipped to a compressed single boxed shipped and one label?
Yeah. No, they do that for you.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think you have to do
That's all done for you. Yeah. As soon as I pull up my WhatNot screen, it's everybody's username, and then underneath it is everything they bought. So if you bought one thing, it's there. If you bought 14 things, it's all underneath you, and it's all combined. So there's you don't even get the option to send them out one at a time. It's all send it all in one box or nothing. So
are you enjoying it still, or has it become monotonous because there's too many things I need to clean up?
I'm enjoying it still. I think Sarah is enjoying it still.
Yeah, I don't like, for me, I know this sounds like so lame, but like it's like
lame.
Like it is like I'm a very organized person. So when I go and I source all these t-shirts and I bring them home and I wash them and I fold them, it's like very like it's a sense of accomplishment for me because it's like all organized, and then I'm putting it in this like chart basically when I'm putting it on WhatNot, and it's just like it's not really monotonous because it's like, I don't know, it's still fun to go find the stuff. Right. And I mean, I don't like mind doing laundry. Like, it's like, I don't know. It's like a very, like, I don't know. I'm a very organized person. So it's like, I enjoy it. I don't like the packing up at the end, though. I don't like that
part. Do you enjoy tasks that are like, you can visually see the work that you've done?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Loves it.
I was going to say, I like cutting the grass because that's one of those tasks where you can see the accomplishment.
I love that.
3 hours you've just done.
Yeah, that's like my favorite. Like I said to Adam yesterday when I was boxing up some of the stuff, I said, "Oh my gosh!" I carried the box and I'm like, "Look how perfectly 6 of these boxes fit into this tray." I'm like, "It's so satisfying." They're like all organized and like all straight. And he's like, "There's something wrong with you."
There's something.
That's hilarious. Red Dirt Picker, is there a requirement to be bald to join this party? Oh, Sarah,
I'm not bald.
Sarah has hair. But yes, facial hair and bald.
Oh, Adam, you got to do this number. We got to see.
He's
you
pretty
go.
bald.
Okay.
Pretty bald. I'm hanging on to what little.
I was about to say, have you ever thought about cutting it just straight bald and see what happens?
Oh, I've had it before.
Yes.
It gets cold here, and I'm not a big hat person, so my head gets cold. And she was saying it the other day. She's like, I'm just gonna, because she normally cuts my hair, and she's like, I'm just gonna shave it all off. And I'm like, no, you're not, because my head gets cold. I kind of want
him to for the wedding, though. I kind of want him to shave it off for the wedding.
Oh,
but if he doesn't want to, I won't make him.
He's gonna win that argument, unfortunately.
Do a zero guard. That's pretty close. Yet he's still got his hair for the wind to break.
Right, that's not enough. But
it's crazy though that just, I mean, you've got maybe a 1 guard cut, and I'm bald, but the wind makes a huge difference on your head.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh! I was telling my wife the other day that I need to start putting a hat in my truck, because when the air conditioner is blowing and it hits me right in the front of my face, it actually cools my head down enough I start to get a brain freeze, like I'm eating ice cream or something.
Exactly. See,
it's nuts.
She just doesn't understand.
Okay, fine. I just think it would look nice, but it's okay.
Jimmy says there are options to void the labels. You have to contact your representative or customer service. To this point, when I read you have to contact your representative, I was thinking state representative. You got to contact your state representative in order to do it.
That's right, you do.
To this point, they have been very helpful. Okay, good deal. They can void labels.
they can. We've had people ask to cancel and they couldn't figure out how to cancel it on their end. So I've canceled things before from but you have to send an email no matter what. So it's just.
Ken's got a question for you. Okay, is WhatNot the future or just the flavor of the month?
I personally think it's. I think the concept is the future. Is it WhatNot? I don't know, but is the concept is definitely the future, without a doubt. I feel like we've been going in this direction for years now. It just was a matter of time before somebody figured out how to do it all, like bundled together. And now, since we have high-speed internet almost anywhere you go, in some form or another, this is going to be around. Now, is it going to be under the WhatNot hat? I don't know. I'm not sure, but I feel like the live streaming sales or even auctions is going to be around for quite a while. So that's.
I would like to. I wish I could get a customer in here who has never sold on eBay to talk and ask them what do they think about this way of buying. Because that's an opinion I haven't heard before on as far as WhatNot's concerned. And I would honestly, I'm trying to put myself in those shoes. And I would think that, let's take my mother, for instance, who's not a technological person, or my father's the same way. I cannot see them buying off of a platform like that if that's the future, right?
Yeah. I agree with you.
Maybe not. Maybe it's a part of the future, but not. It's not gonna. I don't think it could overtake eBay.
No, I don't think it's going to overtake it. I feel like it's
going to catch on and be more abundant with more options other than just WhatNot. Yes. Is that what you mean?
I feel like maybe I'm talking more of for the reseller side of the community than I am for like just general people. I feel like as far as like resellers go, this is probably something to get used to. But as far as like the general public goes, no, you're right. Things like that, people are going to just go to eBay, Amazon, things like that. So,
Superfast Tortoise says, "I'm bald and I have facial hair. I fit like a glove." Thinking about going crazy stuff. I wear hats, not sunburns. Yeah, one time I wore a straw hat and had a sunburn that was a grid on my head.
A pattern? Oh my.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't fun either.
No, I bet that was a little painful too.
That's when I learned I just needed to, even if I wore a hat, I just, Scotch guard the whole thing.
Yeah, you gotta take care of it.
Yeah, gotta keep it. Even with the hair, man. Adam, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh no, you're right. I don't sunburn though. At all.
He doesn't.
Is that because you don't go in the sun?
No, I work outside in the summer. Yeah. Oh, okay. I just get very, very, very tan.
Well, most people would wish they could do that.
He does. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Is that when you go to the beach?
Yeah. I'll get it a little bit right in the back of the neck, but that's it.
We cut grass in the summertime, like landscaping. We cut people's grass. So he tans and I burn.
Yep.
Did I hear you say one time that you've got like a lot of grass to cut? Or is it all on a hill or something like that?
We personally do we have like over an acre and it's all on a hill, but we pay someone to cut our grass.
Yeah, we do.
Even though we do cut other people's grass.
I got a 13-year-old son. He's the next person who's going to cut my grass. If I'm paying anybody, it's going to be $20 to him.
Yeah. So. If it was possible to ride our lawn, I would have no problem doing it. But getting home after working outside, because in the summer part time, we have like 11 or 12 lawn customers still left that we do. And the last thing I want to do when I get and we've got all this crap going on after we get home, so it's just impossible.
I knew this, I just forgot it, so you just reminded me. But you cut other people's grass, but won't cut your own grass.
That's right.
That's
okay.
Correct.
I got it.
Everyone makes fun of us for it. Everyone. Well, it's like we're so busy. Like when we get home, we don't want to cut grass. Like we really don't. And like Adam never would. And it would mainly be me cutting most of it. And it's like an acre. And I'm like, I like actually cutting grass. Like I don't mind it. Like when we cut other people's grass, like I can use the lawnmowers, the Z-turn and everything now. He taught me how to use it. I don't mind doing it. It's actually, like I said, like you said, cutting the grass, you can see your progress. It's actually fun for me. It's exercise. I like it somewhat, but ours is terrible. I mean, it is like a huge
really bad
hill. it is just so bad. And
If you saw the hill, you would go, "Oh, yeah, I kind of understand where you're coming
I
from."
believe you. I believe
we
you.
were just not cutting it because we just didn't have time. And then like we would cut it, and when we did cut it, like we would just let it get so high. It was like almost
Tigers would live in the grass
yeah,
and jump out
it
at
was
you.
like 2 feet tall, so it was even harder to cut. And we're like crying as we're cutting the grass because it's
That's right.
so bad. And then finally, I said to him, "I'm like, I'm calling someone." He's like, "Don't call someone. We'll do it
I was a
ourselves.
little embarrassed.
Don't call someone." And finally, at the end of like towards the end of the summer, well, it was still people they cut our grass up until like almost November. But
Yeah.
I was like, "Look, I'm calling somebody." He's like, "Fine." And then the guy comes and I'm like, "I know what this looks like, but we just don't."
He
have
didn't care.
time to cut our
He
own
was
grass."
like, "I pay someone to cut my grass too."
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not. I mean, truthfully, you don't want to do your work all day and then come home and keep doing your work.
Yeah.
And that's
Right.
ultimately what you're talking about.
And normally when we get home, we've got to, we sit down for an hour, maybe eat something, and then I'm right in this room packing boxes. So it's unlikely we're going to have time. And then the weekends we're outsourcing or doing whatever it is we're doing. So it's juggling all of that and then trying to find time to have a social life of some sort, and then also cut grass and do all the stuff we have to do around the house. It was just getting to be too much. And we were like, all right, just call somebody. So that's what happened.
Jumping back on this whatnot train. Sorry for that transit. I told you guys that
That's what happens.
when we get to talking, it just
right.
happens. Ed's got a question. He says another company's gonna be better than whatnot, and hopefully have a better application process too. Okay, the application process seems pretty straightforward, except for what we talked about before with the timing and the approval process and whatnot. I think whatnot is paving the way on how a website should do what it does. I think eBay or some other site, like some other site, will incorporate the business or will buy them out. Watch it be Amazon. There's the thought process. In the tech world, that's what small businesses actually, a lot of them want you to do. They want,
and that's what I think.
Start small and then they get bought out by somebody big.
Yeah.
Ian Picker says better reference as a tangent. Kevin the Commonwealth Picker made an excellent point that the search feature in eBay makes it easier for specific buyers to find specific items versus waiting for what you like on whatnot.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay.
The thing about whatnot that gives people, or that people like, is, and I think it's the whole, you don't know you want it until you see it type thing, you know, where someone's
The
like,
spur of the
"Oh,
moment.
I'm buying t-shirts for myself. I would like to have a couple of them, or I collect t-shirts, or I collect shoes, or whatever it is that they collect." And then they sit there and they watch all this and they're like, "I want that shirt. That shirt's my size. I'm going to buy a bid on it." And Sarah and I have fallen victim to it. Like, Sarah has a Grateful Dead shirt that she bought that's sitting there that she's just like, I needed to have it, and I spent $40 on it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So
have you bought any more Funko Pops?
No,
Craig
I
Mom?
quit. I'm
She's
off
not
of Funko Pops.
she's not allowed.
Good for you.
No,
Cold
it's
turkey.
it's not that I'm not allowed. It's just I don't like them anymore.
She amassed
So now
quite the collection.
you've got to take that collection and do a whatnot auction of your own.
Well,
right?
it's all on eBay right now.
Okay. There you
I've
go.
sold like a decent amount of it so far. It's on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. It's all cross-listed. And I did stop. And now I'm like, I watch the same guy that sells t-shirts like every single day of my life.
Yeah.
And he this guy loves me. I sent him presents in the mail.
Yeah.
And every time I go in the room, he's like, "Sarah's
Watch
here.
out, Adam.
Look at what she sent me." He's a
20-year-old
little kid.
kid.
He's 20 years old.
It don't matter.
He's
That's true.
adorable.
Age is just a number.
And I actually, he's on every day pretty much, and he was on today, and I was at my mom's, so I'm like, I'm just gonna go in real quick and just see what's going on and see if he has any shirt I want to bid on or whatever. And as soon as I went there, he's like, "Hi, Sarah."
Sorry. The next live show will just be me and Adam because Sarah left me for the guy, the t-shirt
guy with
guy.
the t-shirt.
So I bought
20-year-old
one
with a
shirt
t-shirt.
and then I left because I just support him. He's a kid. He works hard. He does it every
Yeah.
day.
He does.
I think
For,
that's
like-
really cool though for somebody so
8
young to
hours
be
a
doing it.
day.
Mm-hmm.
He does it for
We-
the whole day.
Jeez.
He does it for himself, and he does
And
it for the t-shirt store.
store
He
that he
works for a
works
vintage
for.
clothing store. So he does
Oh.
it for himself and the clothing store. So
Yeah.
he's a hard worker, and you got to give
Yeah.
him credit for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lots of places have a marketing position for social marketing, and I bet that might be part of what he does to help drive business to the store through social marketing. So Ken's got a question sort of related to the inventory. WhatNot seems to be a good way to move inventory quickly, but at a fraction of the price you can get at a regular reselling platform.
True.
So that's a thought. Now, I thought that originally too, but and we talked about this last time, that it's not always the case though, because once you start to build up your following and you actually get lots of people in there bidding, then you're not really getting them at sourcing prices anymore. You're getting it at the price that it wants to go for, that it needs to go for.
That depends. Like I guess it depends on you as a reseller.
Right. That's what I mean. Like you as the reseller driving the WhatNot auction, once you get your following, right. You're now selling it for prices that you're wanting to sell them for, not just getting rid of inventory quickly at a fraction of the price. Like,
and we're not getting rid of inventory at all anymore. We're sourcing for WhatNot on a regular basis, and then just selling what we're. But that's another thing that
Hey Sal, what's up, buddy? Sorry, I had to say hey to Sal.
No, that's okay.
He doesn't make it in here too often. It's good to see you, my friend.
Oh.
But so, like, me personally, like, a good example would be, like, actually, probably the shirt you're wearing is probably a new version of, like, a Marvel shirt.
Me? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's probably modern. It's probably got a screen printed tag on it.
It's modern.
I would never pick that up at a thrift store to resell because it might sell, it might not, it might sit around a while and then sell that thing. But if I put that shirt on my WhatNot store, it's probably going to net like $10 like that.
Yeah.
So those are the kinds of things, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is I guess a lot of these people aren't looking on the other platforms as much as they're looking on WhatNot for stuff like this. So, and I feel like that fever pitch kicks in also, whereas like there's two people now in the chat that go, I want that shirt. And then, Baldy Pal, you bid $1, and then someone bids $2, and then you're like, no. And then they just keep going back and forth. And then it's a third person ekes their way in there. The next thing you know, it's up to $12, and it's just, that's kind of, so at first I thought it was a good way to just kind of get rid of inventory. But then as we kind of progress down the road with WhatNot, we also found that we're selling things for $10 or $12 that we might not ever sell on eBay, that people just aren't looking for on eBay because they could probably find it elsewhere for a couple more dollars or something like that.
I got you. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Well, that's hopeful for me because I've got 2 drawers full of shirts like this.
Yeah.
And they're all size large or extra large. So maybe I can just
that and 2X and 3X. The people love the big sizes. They're huge sellers. And it almost, at that point, it doesn't even really matter what the subject matter is. If they're 2X and 3X, people will just buy them.
That's a good point. I wonder if you could you be specific in your sell? Would you think that could be successful if you did like a all 2X or big and tall sell? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
If we could find decent shirts all the time that were 2X and 3X, we'd run all 2X and 3X.
Yeah.
Because that's the vast majority of what people buy from us. And that's the most commonly requested thing during the live auction is, do you have any 2X or 3Xs? And I'm assuming because it's harder to find 2X and 3X at reasonable prices that are cool or whatever. I'm not even sure.
Well, it's just hard to find a lot of things right now.
Yeah.
That's too why I think the used clothing market is so hot. People don't want to pay these crazy prices when they can get, stuff for a better price online that's still in good condition.
Hey, Casey's here. He says, "What's up, everyone?" And then he says, "Hey, I made it live. I'm glad you made it here, my friend. You did catch us. Bolo up. Hello, Carolina. Bolo up. I think that may be a new name for us here. Thanks for showing up, my friend. Joining us tonight. I hope everybody's learning something about WhatNot. In fact, if you haven't actually subscribed to Pittsburgh Picker, the link is down in the description below. You definitely need to head over there. You get a lot more information from their YouTube channel than you do from this little show tonight. But also, is it still Tuesdays at 7:30?
Yes.
Yes.
Your main WhatNot auction?
Yep.
Yes.
Every Tuesday, 7:30 on WhatNot is where you'll check out their auctions. And you can get a link, right? Like some sort of credit if they use your link. Is that correct?
$10. Yeah, you'll get a free $10. I think they're still doing. I hope they're still doing that. You'll get a free $10 to sign up, and then I'll get $10. So
Tell you what, if you email me or IM
I'll
me
put it in
your
the private
link,
chat.
I'll put it in the description of the video. So if anybody's rewatching this video and you haven't ever signed up for WhatNot, because I think you have to sign up through this link, right? Like you can't have an existing and then click this link and get the credit. So
right, yeah, I think
anyway,
you have to sign up
if you haven't ever signed up,
it's in the private chat.
All right, cool. I'll put that in the description of the video. And if this is a replay, y'all check it out down there below and sign up through that link. Get you a little bit of credit to get started, and maybe you can get some of their T-shirts.
Yeah, we'd appreciate it. It's
Oh, look at that. Casey just subbed to you.
Thank you, Casey.
Hey, Philly Flipper. I didn't see
up,
you
Paul?
sneak in here.
Another WhatNot buyer,
Spacious,
seller.
never
And
ending.
he's great on WhatNot.
Yeah. Y'all, I mean, I think the coolest thing, like you said, the ones I have watched. Oh, that reminds me of a question I want to ask you guys. The ones I have watched started with YouTube. Okay, because and you stated before, though, you can tell the difference between people who have a YouTube channel because there's not a lot of dead air. We talked about the music playing in the background. I gotta ask, is it just in what I get 1 million WhatNot notifications a day, and I'm not following every single one of these people. I can only assume I'm getting it because they're selling the same type of stuff as someone I followed or something like that.
Well, it's the
But I'm
category.
telling you, it's 1 million. It's like all day long I'm getting these notifications.
Yeah.
Do you know of a way to suppress to only get notifications of the people you're following?
No, you can. If you
I don't know how. Yeah, I haven't tried.
If you don't follow the categories. Like on WhatNot, you follow categories, so you're getting a notification every time.
I'm going to open everyone open your WhatNot app profile right now, because this is the thing. I have just quit all my notifications, period, because of it. And what I was looking for is in settings, and this is, to me, this is something they should do. They should make more notification options, because right now I just turned them all off because I promise you I was getting 50 a day.
Oh, I guarantee you were. I believe it, because I only follow 2 categories at the top here: Funko Pop and Vintage and Thrift. Those are the only 2, and I get notifications for, and I get them all day long.
Categories: retro games and other. Oh crap! How did I get into that?
You got into other.
That's got to be it. Okay,
well,
so
there's
based
your
on
problem.
category. Okay, I got to figure out how to get out of those categories. I guess.
Yeah, I don't know how to get out.
I know how to get out. So if you're just like at the top where it comes in and it says categories you follow.
Yeah.
So click on one of them, and then up in the corner it'll say following.
Unfollow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Holy crap! That's got to be it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I bet you just saved my phone's battery life.
And now you're you're only gonna get notifications of people that you follow.
Jeez Louise. I'm telling you, I didn't even know I made that mistake. I think that was during me first logging in and creating my profile. It asked me questions like things that you're interested in, and that must how I got those categories.
Yeah.
Wait till you get approved to sell and you sell stuff.
Yeah. Why is that?
Because
every time
they
you get money.
blast you. So they must batch out like every night things that have been because WhatNot pays you once it's delivered. So as soon as all these packages go to the people, and then I don't think they even have to confirm it. I think it just needs to be confirmed as far as delivery goes. And Bearded PokeTubers are great.
Bearded PokeTubers already subscribed.
Yep. Great person in the chat. Love them. So what happens is that like they'll batch out at like 11:30 at night or something like that, and you'll just get this flood. This much has been deposited. This much and it's per item. So every item that someone bought and all of a sudden my phone will just light up and stay lit up.
Jeez.
Just be
do you get like delivery notifications and tracking notifications through it too?
No.
Okay.
The only thing you get is
that's helpful.
Is it's been delivered and this much has been deposited.
PokeTuber says turn off the miscellaneous notifications. That's a good one. Hey, somebody said something in here about Android. Here it is. You can go to your app settings on Android, choose what to get push notifications for, and then he said turn off the miscellaneous. Okay, I'll turn off the miscellaneous, but I'm going to test this first since I turned off the categories. And that brings up another thing. Good Lord, guys. I think my family is I think my family is actually going against me here. Y'all know I'm long term, like I'm Android for life, right? My wife, I just bought my wife an iPhone.
Good for you.
That's 2 out of what? Okay, y'all are gone. Y'all are gone. I didn't realize you were iPhone. That's it.
You need
I'm out of here.
iPhones for life.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
man.
iPhone people.
Anyway,
Here's the thing.
I'm losing them one at a time. I'm losing
No
them.
one wants your green texts.
You don't but he doesn't. You don't understand that.
Yeah, well, I think I do. That means I'm not on.
You
iPhone,
will when
so
your wife
Yeah.
when your wife gets a text message from you and she starts. See, here's what's going to happen. You're going to end up with an iPhone soon because your wife's going to get irritated. Because as much as you want to think that those two play well together, they don't.
They do not. I know they don't. I know they don't.
You know what? She doesn't want your green texts.
Ken, don't worry. It's not me. It's not me, man. It's not me. He says iPhone. I don't think we can be friends anymore, Adam. No. Maybe he's talking about you, Adam. Maybe he's talking about
maybe.
you.
Oh,
But
he
it's not me,
definitely is.
Ken. Not me, Ken. I'm still on my Android. Okay, sorry. I gotta calm. My blood pressure just shot
Do you need a
through
minute?
the roof.
Do you need a minute?
I'm telling you, just change.
Talk
Once you
amongst
do, you'll
yourselves.
never go back. You'll never go back.
I'm all verklempt. Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk about yourself. Here's a topic. Whatnot. Okay.
Whatnot and why the shipping is terrible.
Why am I terrible? I love it. Okay. All right. Samsung forever.
There you go.
Forever.
Yeah, I
Spell
knew
it
you'd
wrong.
have some support.
EVA.
And you also like drum wings, so we're not trusting everything you say.
What? I specifically order all drums. What's up with
No,
that?
you don't. I know you don't.
Yes, I do. Yeah,
No,
yes.
you order flats. I know you do.
I hate flats.
No, you don't.
Best wings on a franchise. We're jumping into the food, boys and girls. If you're not interested in food, this is where you would drop. Best wings in any fast food, not fast food, but in any restaurant, hands down, to me, is Smoky Bones. Prove me wrong.
Flats.
Well,
So Sarah doesn't care.
I'll eat flats, but I request drums all the time. But I'll eat.
Are you
flats.
serious?
Yeah. Why?
I thought you said you
What's
were
the
team
difference?
flat before.
No, that's
no,
not.
he
Had to be
definitely
different.
wasn't.
Had to be
That
a
was-
different body pal.
Oh
That
my
wasn't this
God.
guy.
So you and Ed are like the same person. You
Oh,
both
really?
have
I didn't
Androids.
meet this
And you
Ed
both
guy.
like drum wings.
You've never met Ed's on
Hey,
our Monday night show.
Rachel!
There's
Yeah,
Rachel.
I've listened to him before. Haven't been in, guys, but I have been listening. Apparently, you took Drew's phone and you
Yeah.
and
At
you
least
talked
that's
through. You talked through Drew's phone.
That's right.
It-
That's what we think, but we don't. Well, that's what we were told, anyways.
I'm gonna start the drum on Adam Lives. All drums forever.
Who said team flats? I swear it was you that day.
Nah.
Secretly, Adam wants a classic Motorola flip phone.
Oh, I miss my Razor. I love
Do
that
ya?
phone. That phone took a beating and just worked.
That's when phones were good.
Yeah.
Now they're made to break, so that because it costs like 18 times more than they used to.
Didn't somebody test? Remember that Nokia they had that was like the candy bar Nokia?
Mhm.
So didn't somebody test the durability of that phone? And it was like insane, like
Dude,
what they
there
did
were,
to that
there
phone.
are
And it
drop
still
tests
worked.
all over the internet on cell
Yeah.
phones, all
Yeah.
over the internet. Best chain restaurant wings is Wingstop. Mm-mm,
No,
mm-mm. You need to have some good wings, bearded PokeTuber, because that ain't
if
it.
you're talking chains, it probably begins and ends with Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings is gotten better.
Well, but we're
they've
talking
gotten
chains.
better.
I can't think of another chain.
They've gotten better.
We did not have the best Smoky Bones experience, and there's only one out here.
Yeah.
And it didn't go well for us.
We
Tell
only
us
got
about
it delivered though. We never actually ate there.
But we did get the wings, and you said they were terrible.
Because they were delivered, they probably turned like all slimy because they were
Well,
probably
yeah.
sitting in some guy's
They
car
got
for like 2
cool
hours.
before they even got to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
You got to get smoked.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we should try it again.
Yes.
Yeah.
You should definitely try it again. Drew Strickland, I drop test my cell phone all the time.
Nice.
We should post pictures of our broken screens. If you
I
got
don't have
them.
one.
I don't either.
Nope.
Knock
Sarah-
on wood. I don't have. Knock on wood. Never broken a cell phone screen.
Sarah
Me either.
refuses. And if she did have a broken screen, she'd buy a new phone.
I would.
They cost so much money now.
Oh, I know.
Oh my god.
Well, I stare at it.
B-dubs
like
is
constantly.
trash.
But I'm talking chain restaurants here. Like they're
Honestly,
B-dubs is not good.
honestly, B-dubs, Thai curry sauce and their Nashville hot sauce are both delicious, but they always make me sick.
Yeah. But you like them, but you got to pay the price after.
Right.
I just can't think. See, out here, there are so many little like bars that have amazing wings that it's almost worthless to go to a Buffalo Wild Wings because I could drive down the street to the local, that's a bar down at the bottom of my hill, and they have killer wings.
Yes.
So that's one of the main reasons why like we don't have a lot of experience with chain wings because there's so many good ones around here that
I think part of the problem with wings is they're too small. Personally, I think most all the places get frozen wings anyway from like Costco or Sam's, and then they fry it all in their fryer. But those wings are so small. I only like to go to those places that have like the oversized, probably got something squeezed into them through a insulin tube to make them huge, but they're better.
Right.
They're so much better.
Right.
Oh man, alive. I have an iPad, but I prefer Android. That's okay. There's not a very good Android tablet to go against.
That's accurate.
It's just, they've tried. Android has not made a good tablet.
No.
Sorry, guys. But as far as the wings are concerned, you got to try Buffalo. No, yeah. What I say? Smoky Bones.
Smoky Bones.
You got to try barbecue sauce. Okay. And get the smoked wings with barbecue sauce. You got to try it.
We'll try it.
Hands down barbecue with their blue ranch.
Now,
you know what we'll do. We'll plan to have
you don't like blue ranch either.
No, I love blue cheese, so I'm all right with that. Now,
what did I say? Blue ranch? Oh my god, am I crazy? Blue cheese.
He doesn't like blue cheese.
I'm not blue
I
cheese
love
fan.
blue cheese. He hates it. So are the wings like crispy when they're smoked?
Crispier, yes.
Oh, they are okay.
Because otherwise, they just bake them in the oven and they're soft.
Blech.
Yeah,
I can't.
You smoke them; they're crispier.
Okay,
they taste so much better too.
Okay,
there you
go. You love it. All right, well, guys, we are hitting up the hour time slot. We're about to call this wing party to a close. Jumbo party wings. The big ones are called jumbo party wings. I agree; they are superior. See, I told you.
Yeah. That's right.
You got to try it.
Superior.
So, Adam and Sarah with Pittsburgh Picker YouTube channel and on WhatNot, you need to click on their link in the description down below. If you haven't already subscribed, go and do that now. Make sure to comment and like a video because that helps too.
Would appreciate it.
And I'll put that link to your WhatNot in the description, so that'll help you out as well. And if you're new to WhatNot and you click that link, you'll get some credit if I'm not mistaken. So, guys,
$10 for you guys and $10 for me. So.
I'm going to take all these T-shirts that are up in the top of my closet that I have cleaned out of my drawer, and I'm going to probably use that as a means of trying to kick off my WhatNot. I'm going to come to you for some advice in my. I'm going to got to do a video. I've been thinking about doing like a, those I hate TikTok, but those TikToks where people are like, they pull their clothes off real quick or they put their clothes back on real quick, like change their clothes real fast. I was thinking that I'd do my video like that, where I just like pull the one T-shirt off one after another. Right?
That'd be awesome. Right?
Actually, that would be awesome.
Copywritten this. You cannot take my WhatNot application video idea. All right.
There you go.
Heard it here, folks.
That would be awesome. You should totally do that.
I'm going to try to do something like that. And hopefully that'll get me on YouTube. No, hopefully that'll get me on WhatNot.
You're already on YouTube.
I'm already on YouTube.
So, you're already super successful on YouTube, so
we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I try to be a little bit. I still got about 600, 700 hours to go before success comes into play.
Oh, well, somebody's got to start watching things like crazy.
I'll watch. I have a computer here that I watch when I list. I'll just keep your stuff on and I'll just let it roll.
Yeah, that'd be good. Click on that podcast playlist. It's at least an hour per video.
So there you go.
Podcast we'll playlist. Okay. Yeah.
All right, guys. So that's it. Adam, Sarah, any closing comments about WhatNot?
No.
You give it. Let's rate
Tuesday
it.
at 7:30.
We've talked about it twice now. I want you to rate it as you see it right now, 1 to 10. 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. Adam, rate it 1 to 10. Go.
7.
All right, Sarah.
I have a question. Like, rate it as
No,
in-
just as a
Overall-
platform.
o-
Overall as
overall.
a platform.
as a platform. I'm gonna give it. I'll also give it a 7. I guess.
Okay.
I give
So,
it a week 7.
It's got a good bit of room to grow, guys, but that's okay because it's only a year old at most right now.
At that
So,
most, yeah.
hey, they're doing pretty good. 7 out of 10. That's not horrible.
Yeah.
All right,
Like two
everybody.
big timers like that.
Jennifer Hayes has popped up in here and starting to drop links. Hey, Jennifer, thanks so much.
Hi, Jennifer.
Utah
Thank you.
Bong Gone. How you doing, man? Thanks for joining us. All right, guys, let's close this one out. I had a wonderful evening talking with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Chat,
Absolutely.
had a great time chatting with you. 2, thanks for bringing all your awesome questions and bringing the interesting questions about wings to the table.
You're welcome.
All right, everybody. I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. Thanks for coming by. Y'all have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.